Flight of the Crowswing presents how we ran our Starlink cable into our camper. For the last 4 years, we've been full-time on the road, either camping for fun in our teardrop or work camping in our 8 Pro trailer. It's not unusual for us to find ourselves with very poor cell service or no cell service at all. While it can be great to be off the grid for short term, when camping is your lifestyle, you find that you need to stay in touch with friends, family, and employers. For this project, we found and ordered a through-the-wall fitting from Etsy. The item is 3D printed, can be purchased in different lengths, and had good reviews. You'll find the link down below. Okay, so the plan is we're going to wire an electrical outlet. Electrical outlet right here, so we can plug our Starlink router in, and the router is going to sit in the corner over here, and the Starlink cable to the dishy is going to go through the wall, and that should have everything tucked up out of the way. And I'm pretty sure the router won't be affected for speeds because we get good speeds sitting outside the trailer anyway, so having it sit inside the dinette shouldn't affect it too badly. The area under the dinette had a readily accessible power supply and a clear shot to the outside. It was nearly perfect, but we did lose a little wine storage. The wiring was pretty straightforward. I had to remove the outlet under the dinette bench and the outlet to the exterior, and I used the excess wire between the two to patch the new outlet right in between them. The wire that ran from the exterior outlet over the wheel well and down to the dinette outlet was long enough to tie the new box in line. I just had to remove 2 cable retainers to access the wire. Yeah, I got some in my electrical. And the small roll of Romex that I bought for this project was unnecessary and will go into our project box. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut the power to the trailer so I don't electrocute myself. And here you can see the power line supplied from the exterior outlet going to the new box, and from the new box back down to the dinette outlet. We used the location of the outside outlet to determine the location that we needed to drill the hole. Your wall is foam.
It's not flimsy, it's lightweight.
It's not flimsy, it's lightweight. This installation requires a 7/8 inch drill bit. There we go, there's your hole. Yep.
Holy hole, Batman.
And there was no wire in the way. Hey.
No wire. There shouldn't have been any wire.
No, because all the wires run, if you see, all the wires run inside your trailer.
Yep.
Or underneath the frame. Okay, so this is the through wall Starlink cable. You just lay your cable in there, run this through the wall, put your key in, and then screw your nut on the inside. And then it's a weatherproof fitting for your Starlink cable. We've got an O-ring for the outside of the wall,
and then it has a nut,
and then that's the nut that goes on the inside of the wall.
Right.
Screws on there. Now we got to sand this down just a little bit so the cable fits better.
Right. Okay.
What?
I'm talking to my phone. What? So we have our hole there. That's gonna sit in there. We'll probably get a stand or something for it so it can just ride in there when we're using this trailer. But we'll still need to remove the wire every time we set up and take down.
For the Gen 2 Starlink that we have, the dish end of the cable has to run from the inside to the outside. So you have to run the dish end of the cable through the nut, and then through the wall, and then pull the cable all the way through to the dish.
Which is easier to do if you use 2 hands. Go ahead.
And this part is easier to do if you have 4 hands. 1 person on the outside, and 1 person on the inside guiding the cable.
Keep coming. Alright, so this goes
in there.
Cable goes in the hole.
Very tight fit.
And then use the key. Use my thumb. Get in here.
There's the key down in there after much sanding of the key.
Yeah, this key needed to be a little smaller for this thickness because it's made
This is made for an Ethernet cable, not a Starlink cable.
Edit that up. And then we have a rubber grommet, which we had to buy a bigger one and then cut the 7/8 inch hole
into the center of it.
So this goes like this. And when you put it through the wall, you put it with the key side down. Let me put it up so that it's up. It's going to be easier for me to. Alright, and then it spins around.
So the key's down.
Keys down. Alright.
Then we're gonna go inside and we're gonna edit out all the garbage that's here because that's what we use to do this job.
Because, yeah, trailer is a mess.
Here.
And then you come down here and hope that the key is somewhere where it's supposed to be.
And then you screw the nut on.
Oh, yeah, that's going pretty easy.
That works, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, so we have
nice.
the router is going to sit down here.
In doing the edits for the video, we seem to have made a big deal about how we were going to set the router in there and brace it up against other things so it wouldn't bounce around, but in reality, we just put it on top of everything else that's underneath the dinette.
Power cord. It's plugged in over here. Neaten this up. Oh, you know what? I could just neaten it up now. There's cable ties behind you. On the
And this is the first and the last time that we've actually tidied up the cords. Out of sight, out of mind. Now it just gets tossed down in there.
here. Okay. And this little guy is going to sit down here.
Somewhere by that factory hole in the floor.
Yeah.
All in all, the install only took a couple of hours. The longest part of that time was sanding the key to fit the cord. It was a relatively easy project, but of course, every project has its struggles.
Pop back out. Okay. You can do this. It's not impossible.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Below is a link to our other ePro mod videos.